Hello everyone. So this is just going to be a super quick video talking you through some of the general rules for project number one. Feel free to take notes as you listen to this video. And of course, it's going to stay here on Blackboard so you can listen to it back anytime you'd like. I've noted first here on the screen that although project number one is the only major project where we're permitted the usage of first person I, in everything we complete in here, project number one, two, three, and even small assignments, you should still refrain from using terminology such as you, which another way of referencing you is, of course, second person, us, we, and our. O-U-R, R. So terms like this actually link you to the audience in a way that is inappropriate. Think, for instance, how you feel when you pick up a editorial piece or an opinion-driven piece, and the author is telling you, meaning you as the audience, how you might respond, feel, think, or act in a certain way. It can be very alienating, right? So that's one of the reasons that we want to avoid directly addressing the reader, as I've noted here on the screen. In conjunction with that, looking at that second bullet that I posted, your educational experience truly may mean something different to you than it means to somebody else. So maybe when you went through this educational experience through your lens and from your perspective, and certainly that's one of the best parts about these types of experiences is we can interpret them in so many different types of ways. It might mean something differently to somebody and something differently to someone else who was there. But we want to avoid using those terms and trying to assume what that experience meant to somebody else there, even in the case of project number one. So just avoid that because it can weaken what would be your ethos, or another way of saying credibility, right? So show that you yourself are the primary source that you're going to rely on and that you do not need to think about anybody else. The project itself asks you to solely rely just on you. You also will see here that I've reminded us about paragraph structure. It seems that in 111, sometimes students think, and it's natural, right, that they should go on and on and on with their ideas. I know I myself struggle with being more concise, not as wordy. The good news is, if you ever write, let's say, too much, it's fairly simple to then go back later with a clean slate after you put it down for a few days and omit some of that language, right? Kind of get things a little bit less muddied up and a little bit more to the point. However, keep in mind that no matter what, with the final product of what you turn in, each paragraph needs to be no more than 7 sentences each. So for each paragraph on major assignments we complete in this class, you want to aim for between 5 to 7 sentences and no more. I've reminded you of something imperative to the assignment success here, which is about the thesis statement. The thesis needs to be the last sentence of your introduction, not just for project one, but for project two and project three, for your final. Anytime you're asked to write a thesis, you need to place that last at the end of your introduction and clearly outline the 3 ways in which the educational experience you went through changed you. Total, you should come up with 900 to 950 words. Now, of course, this is not counting the word count that is in the left-hand corner. So your name, my name, English 111, section blank, and the due date. It does not count that. Okay. It counts from the first paragraph, the first word of the first paragraph, so not even your creative title, all the way down to the very last word in the document. So we're aiming for 900 words. Anytime we've got a word count, which we will for projects 1, 2, 3, and our final, you never want to go over 50 words. And for this one, of course, we are not using a works cited page, but I have noted to still follow MLA style. So while I'm sharing my screen, just really quickly here, what I wanted to show us, and that'll only take 1 second, is just the MLA template that I've designed for you all. If you are under course resources, it just opens like this. It says MLA template. This is a fill in the blank option for you. If you've ever struggled with MLA, or even if you haven't and you just want to have a shortcut, historically it's helped students a lot for me to provide them with this. And it essentially is just a fill in the blank document reminding you that here it's your name, like I was kind of going over before, uh, your name, my name, the course number and section, and then the due date. Always put the due date, never put the date that you start. Just point of advice, because the handbook still says you need to put the due date. Center the creative title and then go ahead and begin writing. Double click up here so that you are able to enter your last name into the header. So I essentially, again, just wanted to go over this with you all because I know that it can be a little bit inundating starting a new project. Please keep in mind, though, that I'm always here for questions, to look over anything you need, and hopefully you found this video useful, okay? Until next time, I will see you all later.